Hello and welcome my friend. In this short guide I want to show you how to kill UBER Mephisto because I still see many players with decent gear still struggling on this boss. And I can understand, this fight looks very chaotic at first, but most deaths come from only a few mechanics. So I will not explain every tiny detail. I will focus on the things that actually kill you and the movement patterns you need to learn to make this boss fight much easier. With that said, let's get into the fight together. Phase 1 against Akarat is the easiest part. There are 3 things you want to watch out for. First, the beam lines. Akarat and his shadow images can shoot beams from different angles. Don't only look at the boss. Watch where the images spawn and move to the side before the beams overlap on you. But with good reflexes, this one is pretty easy to avoid. Second, the jump with rotating red circles. When he jumps, move toward the outside of the arena and follow the safe gap between the outside circles. Here you are safe for the first explosion, and on the follow-up explosion you want to evade towards the center very fast. Worst case, use your defensive or mobility skill here. Third, the flying swords. This is the small transition at around 33% HP. It's like a mini cutscene where I like to stand at the far left of the arena and then run a big circle to avoid the incoming swords. Don't run in a straight line here. Move in a circle or spiral so the swords miss you. If you have a high movement speed, this is easy. If not, keep the movement tighter and controlled. Also, as a general tip, avoid staying in front of him as much as possible, because his sword attacks will hurt a lot and can even hit multiple times with each blow. That's basically it for Phase 1. Phase 2 is, in my opinion, the hardest part of UBER Mephisto. This is where most players die because poison waves, shadow blobs, beams and spike trails can overlap. The first pattern you want to learn is the meteor into poison wave opening. The meteors are easy. Run a circle and try to end close to Mephisto. After that he often starts the poison wave pattern, which you can fully avoid by running to the edge of the arena. After that you can follow the last wave back in and get some good hits into Mephisto. At the start of Phase 2 this one is pretty scripted, so use it to learn the movement. Later he can do the same poison while other mechanics are happening, and then it becomes much harder if you don't know the pattern. But like I said, go max distance here since the poison waves have limited reach. The second mechanic are the red shadow blobs. Mephisto can trigger red shadow blobs around him, which then follow you like homing missiles. When the blobs come, don't run straight away from them. Strafe sideways or move in a small curve, so they pass next to you. This is also where shadow resistance can help you out. If you can survive a hit, you have much more room for small mistakes. That's okay, since these blobs are very random sometimes and you can get hit here and there. Being able to tank them with enough toughness or even an endurant faith as your unique charm makes this fight overall more manageable. The third mechanic is the big Kamehameha beam. When Mephisto charges it, his hands glow and he has a clear wind up. As soon as you see it, move to the side or behind him. Don't finish your rotation, don't greet one more hit, just move. He will rotate the beam constantly and he turns faster near the end, so keep adjusting. If you can damage him from the side on the fly, do it here. But always safety first. Don't greet and die, since this beam is overtuned and will most likely one-tap you. Now the hardest part of Phase 2 comes near the end, when you bring him down to 50 to 33%. This is like in the Akarat fight, a mini cutscene, in which he stands in the top center of the arena. But the main difference here is you can safely attack him for a little while and even apply stagger to the stun bar. Also you can bring down his HP until it reaches the C from Echo, but do it fast and then move downwards, since spike trails start coming from the upper part of the arena after his wind up finished. The rule here is simple, don't stay at the top after attacking him, stay more toward the bottom. The trails hurt and the line behind them can still damage you, so don't cross too early. Let the trail fully pass first. This final part can look insane because no poison blobs, beams and trails can happen together. And let's be honest, overlap badly sometimes. That's why you want to maximally damage him and build stagger during the transition. Try to end this last phase by stunning him as fast as possible, and once phase 2 is done, the hardest part is mostly over. If this video helped you out so far and you are interested in more gaming stuff, make sure to subscribe to my channel. It is a small action for you, but really helps me out a lot. A big thank you in advance, and right into phase 3 of the encounter. In phase 3 we fight Big Mephisto. This phase looks scary, but the main goal is very simple. Be patient and don't throw the fight here. The first thing to know is the skill lock wave. Right after the phase 3 cutscene ends, run immediately toward the lower side of the screen. If you are fast enough, the wave misses you and your skills do not get locked. If you get hit by this mechanic later on, your abilities can be disabled and you need to collect the small blobs to get them back. The second thing are the giant clapping hands. If you see hand lines forming, step out of the corridor before they clap together. It's mostly okay if you tank one hand by stepping outward to the side, but never stay in the center where the hands clap together. That's where they hurt most and will most likely one-shot you. If Mephisto winds up a big cleave with his arm, back away fast or move behind him. This attack reaches very far, that's why I like to evade fastly to his other arm side. Then it will not hit you at all and you have a nice window for some serious damage. And later, when he slams the ground, watch the trails afterwards. Don't dodge the slam and then instantly walk through the trail like nothing happened. Let it disappear first. They will move more or less randomly away from the slam ground, so take a bit distance here and avoid getting hit by those snake trails. A more scripted attack with huge wind up are the heads, which will appear at the side of the arena. Here you want to stay between them and then run in a big circle around Mephisto where he shoots a big red soul beam at you. If you are positioned well here, you can get some nice and easy hits into him from the side or from behind him. A little note, in the later stage of the fight, the heads will double and get smaller. But don't panic, there is still room between them and the strategy stays the same. Then there are lightning circles, where you need to react immediately. When the disco lights appear around you and start collapsing toward the center, run out of the circle. In phase 3 they can converge directly onto you, so don't wait. Also watch the small shadow sources around the arena sometimes. When the fight goes on for long, they can explode into projectiles even near the end of the fight. So if you wonder where the red soul blobs are coming from randomly in this phase, there you have your answer. If something looks dead, glowing, chained or suspicious, better take a bit of distance and don't stand next to it. So, UBER Mephisto looks chaotic, but once you know these mechanics and play them calmly, the fight becomes much more manageable. If this guide helped you out, chances are it will help others too. So share it with your gaming buddies and give it a like so that it gets spread faster by the YouTube algorithm. And if you struggle with Uber Lilith, you may want to watch this video next. See you there.